welcome back to another episode of Dropping Anchor Podcast.
I'm your girl Foxxcee.
And I'm your girl, Dr. Ellyn.
And we...
Where are we? We're in the Zen room, you guys know.
That means it's been a rough day, a rough week.
That means it's time for the holidays, and we are just taking a little bit of a break.
Yes, from the studio.
So we're here today, popping in once again. We're going to give you another little PSA. The other one, it went pretty well. The back to basics.
I was going to say, I don't remember what it was.
Because you don't.
Now that I'm 50.
So we took you guys back to the basics.
Okay,
and so remember, we talked about the old school telephones and
us not remembering phone numbers.
And then the kids and how we just need to just dial it back to when things were simple and we can make sense of the world that we live in, because now, Lord, it's absolutely nuts. And
which
you don't know.
Gets into the next topic. But before we get there, I want to make sure that you guys like, share, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and give a shout out to Destiny Cloud Sessions for having us here, the studio, wherever we want to be, they be.
Yeah.
He
follows us wherever we go. So thank you for that.
So
we definitely appreciate that.
And if you guys need anything, we've always linked the information below. Please don't be afraid to reach out.
Perfect.
All right.
So today's PSA.
Let's talk about them scammers.
We got to talk about scammers because,
babe, first of all.
My swoopy swoop. Yes, my swoopy needs to be swoops. Okay.
All right. First of all, I'm sick and tired of thinking that I got a life and thinking that I got friends, because my phone keep ringing, but it don't really be for me.
Likely.
Scammers. And now that it comes through and it actually tells you that it's possible.
Yeah.
What does it say?
Scam likely.
Yeah, scam likely and all that. So why even send it through?
Right.
I don't even
just block it so I don't even have to see that part.
I mean,
how likely is it?
Right. I wish I knew somebody that worked for the telephone company that I could have them make some changes.
Okay.
Or at least high up enough in the telephone company.
And those calls start early in the morning.
Yes.
And then, it's so bad that you start to recognize the prefix.
Or the prefix try to be like your prefix.
Exactly, that too. And you're like, come on now.
Or when you answer and they be like, hi, Kai.
Like, who? Right.
What? Hello?
Like, that's not even my name. Right. So I've had to tell, especially my older clients, had to really let them know that these things are happening, because they're the targets.
Yes.
Like a lot of us would just play along with it, whatever, but they really get reeled into that. I had a client, Lord,
which one?
Pray for her. So I had a client who got reeled in from some people from Jamaica.
I remember that.
Remember I told you about that?
I remember that. I was like, what?
Extremely convoluted, to the point where they literally almost had her a part of like a money laundering scheme, and she had no idea that this was happening because they befriended her.
Yes.
And she just thought she was having casual conversation and, I'm going to send you a gift and this, that, and the third. And they sent her money. And so that's kind of how it got reeled in, because she thought, they're just gifting me money. But then they had her send something back. But she didn't know that that's what was happening. So much so that the postal police, do you know that the post office has police?
No, I didn't.
Oh, well, yes. Yes, and they are feds.
Well, I'm glad that they intervened.
Yes, and they came to her. And then it was an investigator that came from Jamaica.
Wow. So they have been tracking these people.
So it was big. And fortunately, they realized that she was being preyed upon.
And did it start from email, right?
I think it started from a phone call.
Oh, it was a phone call?
Yeah.
Because the email was bad too.
Right. And they just continuously called her. And then lo and behold, it was way bigger than anybody thought. When the people showed up, I'm like, whoa.
What the heck?
So, yes, we have to be careful with these calls, and definitely emails. I've gotten emails saying my relative needs some money and this, that, and the third. And
And you have to be careful too with just like the links. Like I'm telling y'all right now, if y'all ever send me a message on any of my social media platforms asking me to click a link, I ain't clicking it.
Right.
Because them links be getting your information, and they do that same thing with the phone.
Right.
Sometimes they be telling you your shipping, your package.
Yeah, your package is on the. Yeah, you be like, as much as I order,
right?
What package?
I'm like, you know what? If I don't get it, I don't get it. Because I'm not
Exactly.
clicking this link. That's what
Exactly.
I'm not gonna do.
And it's just crazy. And then you get those emails that look authentic, but to a person who doesn't know, they will click on it and enter in their information. And I'm like, I tell my clients, please, 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 if you are unsure, call me, because this is crazy. And I have a lot of older clients, and they just don't know, or they're not computer savvy. So they get tricked into that stuff a lot.
Yeah.
And I was like, please don't tell me you put your information in. Well, I started to, but then I called you. I said, thank you. I don't care. Just call me, because this stuff is dangerous. And you'll look up, and what was that movie? The Beekeeper.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, well, watch that, because it's about something like this. And when she looked up, they had wiped all her money. And in a matter of, you know what I mean, seconds. And it's like, how do you get that back?
And you guys got to be careful, too, with the shopping, because I know a lot of you guys are shopping for the holidays. Be careful where you're shopping at. And I remember I got scammed. I want to say it was, I can't remember the brand, because I'll be shopping everywhere. But it's at the tip of my tongue, and now it's bothering me. But whatever, Gymshark, that's what it was, Gymshark. So Gymshark was having a sale, and it was buy one, get one, 50% off. They had the BOGO, so you know, I'm stacking up, right? Stacking up, put in the order, paid the money, and never got the shipment. And I'm like, where is my stuff at? Like, I should have had it by now. And so it was Gymshark. I reached out to Gymshark, like, here's my order number. What's the status of my package? They was like, this ain't us. I'm like, it says Gymshark. Like, even the clothing, they say Gymshark. And he said, our address is whatever it is, gymshark.com. He said, the address that you purchased this one was at gym.shark.com.
And that's
how they
one
got
of them.
me.
Yeah. And I just thought about, when Bed Bath & Beyond was going out of business, they had these scammers had set up this whole thing. Oh, you could get everything for, little or nothing because we're going out of business, and it was not real. So you don't know. This stuff is really crazy, and you're entering in your credit card information and all of that, and it's just...
Oh, I got another one for you. Be careful with the shopping from China. So,
oh, Jesus.
All the Facebook ads, you guys got to be careful. I'll be falling for it too, so so there is no judgment whatsoever. This is a PSA to make sure that I'm putting you guys up on game. So it was an advertisement for these little cute little rib crop T-shirts or shirts or whatever it was, right? And it was like $32 for 7 pairs. First of all, I should have known.
Right. You gotta get 7 shirts.
Yeah, I should have known then there was a problem. But they was cute, all the colors. Then they be having the cute girls with the little curtain. I was like, oh, that's gonna make me look. Am I gonna sit up like that? So anyway, I purchased it. And luckily, I had been scammed in this same method before that I knew what to do. So fast forward, I'm waiting for my stuff to arrive, And one day in the mail, I got like a brooch. And it was something that I would never have ordered for nobody. Not a gift, not for nothing. And I was like, what is this? And I'm like, okay, I didn't have any like promos or anything that I need to do because I wouldn't have signed up to promote this product. So I was like, you know what? I remember this from before. I'm going to save this brooch because I have a feeling it has to do with them damn crop tops. It's exactly what it was. So when I didn't get the crop tops, I reached out to them, and the email address was undeliverable. It was getting sent back. And that was just reaching out from the transaction in PayPal. I had never even seen or knew or remembered what the company name was because it was one of those late night clicks or whatever. So I didn't even have a confirmation email to go reference back to. And anyway, I ended up disputing it through PayPal, and they responded and said that they had shipped it and that they had proof it had been delivered. and it was that damn brooch.
Wow.
And so I had to show the package that it came in, because they had to, oh, yes, it does have this tracking number on. Do you see how big this package is? There is no way that 7 tops was going to fit in this package. Like, this is some type of scam. So I ended up getting my money back, but rewind, that happened to me before, and I ended up discarding the item because I was like, I didn't order this, I don't know what this is, and I discarded the item. So when it was came time to dispute, because I never got what I originally purchased, and they said they sent it, they had a tracking that they sent it, I discarded all of the packaging and I couldn't prove it. And
wow.
yeah, so be careful out there, especially around this time.
Yeah, and you did, oh, man. You
just,
have to be forward thinking, because you're like, okay, whatever. Like you said, you just toss it and you're like, wow.
yeah, and
That's
it
crazy.
doesn't stop. I got stories because I'm a shopaholic. Let me see. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram. If you don't, this is your opportunity at Foxxcee. But I have posted a video of what I ordered versus what I got. And it was right before my 50th birthday. I was doing a photo shoot with Destiny Cloud Sessions. And it was this dress that, I love me some bling. The bling was all over the dress. It was real cute. It was fitted. I was like, oh, I'm going to be right. When they sent the dress, the pattern was bling. The diamonds were on the pattern. I was like, this is not what I ordered. I was so mad. It was like 3 of them. I don't even think I ever did the other video. I think I only did the video for one dress. I think I was so mad. I did end up getting my money back, but you just got to be careful because a lot of people, they'll be like, they'll forget to send it back, forget to complain about. No, I ain't forgetting. I'm gonna need all my money back.
That brings back a memory of when we were buying a new couch for our TV room.
Okay.
So my husband orders this couch, and he's like, "Okay, cool." So we get the couch, and I don't think I was home when it came. But by the time I got home, he had put the couch together and everything. It was a baby couch.
He didn't recognize when he put that shit together that it wasn't.
Putting it together, and I was like, babe, that couch, it was supposed to be a full-size sofa, and it literally was, and it was short, and it was the size of a chair, and I was dying. He's like, shut up.
What'd you end up doing with it?
He sent it back,
oh, okay,
but
good.
It was crazy. I was like, who?
Yeah, they will.
Yeah,
get
they
you.
will get you.
Be
They will
careful
get
out
you.
there. And it, let me see. You also had a situation that you were telling me about in regards to a phone call and the voice.
Oh my goodness!
What happened with that
Oh
one?
my goodness! So this was pretty scary. My son's grandfather received a call, and it was my son's voice. But it was my son, in my son's voice, he was telling him that he was in jail. He was in trouble. He was in jail. He had had a car accident and he had been arrested. And please don't tell myself or his father because we would be upset. And he needed bail money. Now,
First of all, we all know her son ain't in jail.
he's not going. He's not.
Right.
And he's not going to call his grandfather for something like that. He would call
you first.
one of us. But it was really scary because when I questioned his grandfather, I was like, first of all, first things first. Why didn't you call me and tell me my son is supposedly in trouble?
Don't tell.
First things first. The mom came in, first, like, wait a minute. Don't you ever, if my son ever called you and but anyhow, he said it was my son's voice.
Yeah.
Which is really scary because my son does music, and so his voice is all over the internet. And so somebody literally duplicated his voice, found his grandfather,
Which is easy to find
Right.
because everybody is
and
findable.
called him with that. Now, his grandfather later laughed because he was like, well, I didn't have the bail money anyway. So he wasn't going to get out. But still, to do that to somebody and, like, how cruel, first of all, because that's his grandson. So you tugging at his heartstrings.
And honestly, if it had been you, you might have sent it. You might have sent it, especially because he has his own house, so he's he ain't in the next room sleep. And you go in mom mode.
Yeah,
and it's like,
but I'm
what
just
you need?
like you never know.
I would have sent it.
Like you never know,
for it.
especially like because that's shocking.
Especially when you hear the voice.
Yeah, and so you know it's him, or you think anyhow. But so they are so advanced with it, so you guys need to be extremely careful.
But that could be like what you were telling me too about when they call and they record your voice and say that.
Yes,
also
also
that could have been how they got his information.
Yeah,
too.
so when you get a if you get a call and the person calls you and says, "Who am I speaking with?" Please, please, please do not say your name. They are recording you so that they can use it later to access your private information. And when they ask you a yes or no question, do not say yes, because yet again, that is a part. So let me give you an example. So you might call your credit card company or something that needs voice recognition, and they want you to say your name. Yeah. Now they have your information.
Yeah, you won $30,000. We just need you to validate your birthday.
Exactly.
And you say your birthday.
And now they have that recorded, so that when you go to call something legitimate and they say, "Okay, may I have your name, your birthday, and your and even a live person." Right. When they say, "Okay, in order to access your account, I need you to say your name, your birthday, and your social security number." And they have that recording. So now they have full access to all your information. So you have to be careful. These scammers are treacherous and they are not playing. What else did I have? Oh, funny story. Remember we fell for the Cash App?
The Cash App?
Cash App one. Remember they were, okay, if you send us this much money. This is when all this stuff was kind of new. You send us this much money and we'll turn it into this much money. You remember that?
Yes.
I mean, we took the risk, people, because it was not that much money.
You didn't have to send that much. So it was like, even
okay.
if it's a scam, I'm not really losing, but what if it worked?
Exactly. So we were new.
So that's the same thing we felt when we did that digital marketing
thing.
My
gosh.
We were like,
but that was a company that was going to take you through, teach you how to do digital marketing, teach you, set everything up for you. Now, I personally know there are some legitimate services that do that. So this one, we were like, okay, you know what? Let's get a little side gig while we're trying to build our audience and stuff like this. Then we can, focus on this and be making some money on the side.
Residuals,
So we were like, okay, let's try it.
Don't do
it. Fail.
Don't do it. First of all, the minute that we did it, my phone started blowing up.
Exactly.
I was like, I'm calling my credit card company right now.
Exactly. And I put it on the credit card so I could dispute it. So I was already ready.
But it was immediately my phone was blowing up with upsell. And I was like, first of all, I just hit complete. Yeah. Like, are you kidding me?
And then remember when we were going through the process, every time you go to click OK, it was an upsell.
And I'm like, wait a minute, you said we got everything for $67. Right. Now you need $197?
Exactly.
Or now you need $400? I was like, what the?
And it was supposed to be, everything is already set up. You're paying a fee to tap into their existing system, and then they'll teach you how to use the system. And lies. That's all I say. Lies. So
that's all it was, lies. So I remember when he finally, because every time they was calling me, I can't talk. Finally, I got on the phone and talked to somebody, and he started asking me all of these questions, and I'm like, what does it has to do with the price of tea in China? Like, I don't even understand why you're asking me these questions. And I don't have time for this. And he was like, oh, no, I just have to qualify you before I transfer you to the next. Qualify me?
Right.
What I got to be qualified for? You already got my money. Now where's
and
my
you
product?
said I get to click.
Yeah, where's my click? And then he transferred me to somebody else, and I swear I was on hold. And the only reason why I was still on hold was because I was at work and I was multitasking, and I kind of forgot because I had it on speakerphone. And I looked and I was like, it's still on. I was like, I'm calling, cancel. I can't. These people
I actually talked to somebody for quite some time, and the one time I was like, you know what? Let me just see. Let me answer and see what they're talking about. And he was talking, and we had a pleasant conversation, but it still didn't go anywhere. At the end of the day, it was still okay. So now I need to call you back with my upper person, whomever that was.
Where's my click?
I just want the click.
One click is what I want.
And then it was, oh, well, the one that you paid for was this, but
if
we
you
have
pay for this, then you get
I was
this.
like, oh, no. Give me my money back.
Scam.
Give me my money back.
Scam.
So you don't know what's legitimate and what's not. And then I've had a lot of people, the work from home thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my
I get that all the
gosh.
time. I think I might have text messages right now about that.
This one client of mine, she was doing inspections, supposedly, of product inspections. So they would send the products to her. Mm-hmm. She would have to open them up, check it out, make sure everything was good, repackage it, and then send it on to the destination.
Okay.
She did this for a month. Actually doing it.
Okay. We on a roll. What happened?
She never got paid. Come to find out, that was like a laundering situation too.
So she was now they say, money?
So whatever, it was no money. It was products though. It was something illegal about it. So they were delivering them to her house. Hello.
So, when the feds show up.
Then they're going to knock on her door and she's going to say, no, I shipped them on. But what about if it was something, because I watch those TV shows where they
put the
they
drugs
hide all
on
of it. So what if it was some stuff in there and now you done just shipped it on?
You over here transporting. Wow.
So something was happening. She was like, she was destroyed.
Right.
Because she was like, I worked so hard. And I was like, honey, don't
do it.
You don't I don't want you sending nothing to my house unless I ordered it off of Amazon.
That's why I stick to Amazon because I know I can send it right back.
It's crazy. We still didn't get our game.
It was on the corner for like Amazon did be tripping sometimes too.
Amazon, see, these sellers from China now are selling on Amazon, so you think you're getting the speedy Amazon service, and it tells you
you're not paying attention.
Yeah, no, it told me.
Oh, so
that
you
it was coming.
Attention.
Yes, and it didn't say China.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
And it said it was coming. And so remember, we watched it. I said, still right there, right there, right there.
It looked like it was right on the corner.
Right, and then, because sometimes you could track the driver.
Right.
And it was like, okay. And then it said it'll be there by 8 o'clock. Well, like at 8:05, it said it'll be here next week. It was like, oh, like, ladies, we're not getting our game.
We're not getting
But it's just so much going on.
And it's not even just, I know we want you guys to be really careful during the season. We have a lot of shopping going on and credit card transactions and all this kind of stuff. Be careful with Cash App, Venmo. I think Zelle is probably the safest bet.
But now there's a lot of Zelle scams too. And the problem with Zelle
is what?
Is when you send it, you're not getting it back.
Oh yeah, Zelle you ain't getting it back.
They're not playing.
And they actually tell you that before
they're
you
like, no.
in.
Like, do not, because if you do.
But I think that's with Cash App and them too, though.
Yeah, well, Cash App, I did get my money back.
What'd you do?
Well, no, somebody tapped into my Cash App.
Oh, okay.
And they gave me my money back. But it was so there is a kind soul in the world, because one time I sent money to somebody, and it was the wrong person. They had the exact same name. Mm-hmm. And so that's why usually when I send a Cash App, I'll have people send me a request. That I can just answer the request, so I know it's going to the right person. Mm-hmm. But this person sent me my money back. But they didn't have to.
I remember I did that before. I sent one of my friends money, and it said in the comments for meal prep. And she texted me. She said, I ain't prepping shit. Was this an accident? I didn't even realize I had sent it to the wrong person. Mm-hmm. And I ended up getting my money back.
Oh, well, good. Yeah. Because, come on, give the money back. But money drives people crazy, so you can't. Okay, one other one I want to talk about, and this one's pretty serious. There's a program. Well, it doesn't exist anymore.
I wonder why.
It is called the LA Hero Program. I don't know if I'm getting in trouble for saying this.
Facts are facts.
But facts are facts. And this program is a scam. Mm-hmm. What they did to this person. Okay, first of all, the LA Hero Program is designed to help you do like home modifications and upgrades And it's specifically designed for people who need to finance it, who don't have the money up front. So it's supposed to be something that helps you. They come in and they do home repairs like the roof, air conditioning, all these kind of things that are like necessary.
Right.
And so if you can't afford to pay for a roof, you're supposed to be able to go to this program or to get your house painted or things like that. Anyhow, I'm going to give you a specific scenario. This person used the program to get their house painted and add air to an existing central system. Okay. So the problem is that when they the financing is attached to your tax bill, your property tax bill. So when this person asked for my help, I realized that they had been charging her over $6,400 a year on her tax bill, and this has been happening since 2019. This is supposed to be a 20-year program.
Yeah. So by the time 20 years, good Lord.
So when I finally reached, now the first time when I started investigating, I couldn't get a live person. The number that they had was giving you a round robin. So it didn't matter which number you called, it was all ringing back to the same individual, number. Which is, and she was like, I don't know. Call this number, call this number. I said, it's all ringing back to you. And so
she was the guinea pig.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so finally I went down to the assessor's office and they gave me a different number. Well, the name of the program has since changed to PACE. So this program, like I said, it doesn't exist anymore because they've had problems. So when I started doing my research, the PACE program says the reason that LA County stopped dealing with this was because they can't really say there was fraud involved, but they just have now all these consumer protections, all this verbiage about that. Okay, so clearly somebody was doing something fraudulent. So ultimately, when I reached the people, now her balance to pay off this financing is $53,000. Can I rewind the tape to tell you she only got her house painted, not her garage, her house, as well as added air to an existing system. These people are trying to charge her over $70,000.
That is ridiculous.
So now we're fighting. If anybody has dealt with the LA Hero program, chime in.
Yes, because I could tell you, attest to that myself. I fell into that trap, and I believe it was... I wanna say, what did I get done? Did I get my windows done?
Was that when you got your house painted?
I don't know.
I think that was your house.
House painted.
And was it solar too?
It was my solar, yes.
It was solar in your house paint.
Yes, whatever it was. I done had so much stuff done, and I'm telling you, my memory don't work that well. But when it comes to my money, I do remember that.
Okay.
It was way too much for my pocket. It wasn't what they said it was going to be when I got it, because the package looks really nice, and it's telling you it's only going to be an extra $200 a month to your mortgage, and this, that. And when I tell you that my mortgage went up to over $3,000, and I was like,
and that's what happened to her as well. Her mortgage went up.
I was like, hold up, swole up. We can't do all this I was going through a divorce. I mean, it was a whole lot of transitioning at that time where I was like, I think I'm in trouble.
Right. And then the thing about it too is a part of the scam is because they only go after people whose property taxes are impounded.
Yes. And mine was impounded. That's how it got my mortgage.
So now you don't have a choice but to pay it because it's automatically charged to you.
Yep. I remember. So, yep, we need to do a what's it called? A class action.
So I found out as well, they told me to contact the state attorney's office as well as Secretary of State to find out, because there is a lawsuit. So I would be more than happy to share this information with you, because people are being impacted. They've lost their homes. They're still paying on it. And at first it was like, I said, well, whoever put it on there, tell them to take it off. Like, while it's under, and you can't find out who. So you telling me somebody could just put some charges on my property taxes, and you guys don't know who did it and where to find them and how to take it off? And on top of that, if you know there was fraud, why haven't you wiped this clean?
For everybody.
For everybody, because you cannot tell me, like I told them, it doesn't cost that much to paint the White House. I'm like, it's absolutely crazy. And yet again, you know, it's just people who are so vulnerable to want these things done. And of course you want your house painted. Of course you want to upgrade. It's hot in the house. Of course you want the air. And you're telling me, oh, it's only going to cost me another $100 on my mortgage? Of course. Come right on in.
Gotcha.
Right. And so she doesn't have any, they never sent her any documents.
See.
So that's the thing, though. You're not thinking that some government program is coming to scam you, and so you don't have the documents, you didn't follow up. She didn't even realize what was happening. All she knows is her mortgage went up, and I'm like, okay, I need some documents. Let's see what's happening. But she didn't have a contract. So that means that when they left her, they went and put whatever numbers they wanted to put on there.
Yep.
And when I was at the property tax assessor's office and I said the name LA Hero, you should have seen the lady's response. She was like, I said, okay, so you know what I'm about to ask you.
Exactly.
So just
be careful.
A word to the wise.
Be careful.
Just be careful.
Check your
be
facts.
careful. Be careful.
Ask questions.
If you are an older individual who doesn't know a lot about this,
questions.
Please have somebody advocate for you. Please have somebody ask questions, because all of this stuff, we live in a very, very evil world right now.
Sad to say.
It is sad that you cannot even do the simplest thing without somebody trying to jump in and scam, you know, and take you for what you have.
Yep.
Nobody wants to work for it. Nobody wants to, you know, they just want to take. So, you know, it's holiday time, so we don't want to, we kind of want to, like, be happy. We don't want to say negative stuff, but we want to warn you, our family.
No gatekeeping over here. We want to share.
Yeah, so we're going to share everything. If you have an instance that you want to share, please chime in. Chime in and let people know, because if it's something we can research and we can bring to light, we will, because this stuff is really, really scary, especially for our older population who need every penny. I mean, I need every penny too.
I was gonna say,
however, but you know what I'm saying. They're living
I need back pay too.
Okay.
Because I had to do some tricks and flips to get that off my shit.
Exactly.
So I need my money back.
Exactly.
Let's get
And
this class action.
so we're gonna jump in. I know I'm going to jump in. And from time to time, when I find out more information, I will just pop in and give it to you, because if you can use it, or you know somebody who was victimized by this program, we definitely want to make sure that you're a part of the lawsuit and that you get your money back, because this is ridiculous. And somebody is just living it up somewhere,
right?
You know, and it's still supposed to go on for 20 years. I mean,
they got it.
Hey, that was a good one, though.
Yeah.
That was a really good one. But still, let's see.
That was it, I think.
We talked about our digital marketing scam. We talked about how foolish we've been. We talked about...
We talked about don't click the link.
Oh, don't click. And if you ever get an email from me that's saying, hey, it wasn't me. It was not me. Do I email you? And all of a sudden you get an email? If I don't email you,
right,
and you get a random email, don't.
Yeah, don't click.
Don't click it. Don't click it, because somebody's trying to get you.
So, well, thanks again, fam, for joining us. We appreciate you guys. We love you. We love coming into the Zen room, just being able to chop it up and educate you guys and share some stories with you. Can't wait to see you next time.
All right, y'all.
We out.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.